Hey, what's up people, it's ZangetsuTV and I'm back again to talk about more Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. But not just Storm 4, this is also about my Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 wishlist. Now I have 5 things that I would like to see in the game and I'm hoping CC2 can make these 5 things happen. And now due with their past track record, I believe these 5 things can happen because they're not a lot to ask for and they're very realistic in the sense that they can really make these things happen if they really try hard enough. And now, there's a very likely chance these 5 things will actually be in the game, so that's another good thing that I want to talk about, because you want to have realistic expectations for games that are being developed. So, my first thing on my list is, I think it's something that's very important, especially when it comes to online, because there have been a lot of times where everything, it goes into transmitting due to lack of connection on one side or another person's lack of connection, or just lag of the game when you're fighting another opponent. And that one thing is a better netcode. A better netcode would allow for smoother fights online, less lag, a whole bunch of things. And now that they're trying to put in wall running and hopefully clashing is making a big comeback, I think a better netcode would be something that's very important. Now they can make that happen if they have a bunch of good coders at CC2, which I hopefully they decide to hire new people to do the netcode, because honestly the old netcode was great, but I believe it could be much better. The second thing I would like to see is all characters receive some type of update in moveset. Now there's a lot of characters in the Storm game that haven't received movesets yet, but I'm hoping that CC2 can at least make a couple switches to some of these characters, such as Kiba and Ino, and a lot of the Hidden Leaf Ninja, maybe Gaara. Just everybody receives some type of update in their moveset, even if it's a little one. I mean, you've seen it happen in multiple Storm games, but I'm hoping that they update every character in the roster instead of just rehashing everything that they have already. Because it gets to a point in time where you're just tired of seeing a new Naruto or new Sasuke update every freaking game, and there are some characters that deserve new updates, like Kakashi with his Susanoo. Well, sorry, spoiler alert, but yes, Kakashi, hopefully Kakashi does get an update as well, which he should, because they gave him an update in Storm Revolution. It was a very nice update at that, too. So, moving on to the third thing I want to see in Naruto Storm 4. That is a solid 60 frames per second game. Now I was watching one of Sheikah's Cloud's videos earlier today on his hands-on impressions with Storm 4, and that he said the game would switch between 60 frames per second and going down as low as 20 frames a second. And he did get a chance to talk to CC2 on them, and they said that it was an old version of the game and that they are working on reaching that 60 frames per second cap, which is a very good thing, and hopefully they get it really solid, because that would very much help with online, smoother story experience, everything honestly would just be really great. I would love 60 frames per second, honestly. It makes games feel a lot better, and it's just really solid, especially with the graphics and particle effects and things like that, which I'm sure there are a shit ton in this game, which that would definitely help with that, because when you have a bunch of stuff going on in the background and the game isn't really truly capped at a solid 60 frames per second and it drops. I've been playing The Witcher 3. It's not a very fun experience. I've been playing The Witcher 3 and honestly it's an amazing game and whatnot recently, but the problem with it is that it just drops below 30 frames a second, and it's a 30 frames per second game, so it's just, when it lags, it's pretty bad and it gets pretty annoying. So hopefully CC2 can get this 60 frames per second thing on lock and have it perfect upon launch. And last but not least, the most important thing on my list, honestly the other things are really important, but this is something that has been around since I believe Ultimate Ninja Storm Generations, and this has gotten on my nerves for the last time, and that is support only characters. CC2, if you're watching this, I mean, hopefully you'll watch my future videos or something, but just stop it. Please, just stop it. No more support-only characters. In all honesty, it's just a bunch of bullshit. It really is. It just shows a bunch of laziness. It shows a bunch of serious laziness that you cannot make these support-only characters that have been in the game for the longest time to just regular characters. You guys didn't start introducing support-only characters until Storm Generations, and even then, that didn't make any fucking sense. I understand you dragged some of those characters like Uncle from Ultimate Ninja Storm 1, And yeah, she will support only, but at least put in some type of work to make these characters playable. You barely take the time to at least balance out the characters. At least throw them in and get some serious work done on these characters, because these characters have been around a very long time. And I would very much, and I'm not the only one who would like to see these characters go from support-only characters to very playable characters, because these are actually very serious characters, like Onko and Shizune and whatnot. They may not see a bunch of screen time all the time, but at the end of the day, there are still some serious hardcore fans that enjoy seeing these characters in the games as well, besides support-only characters. And it would be a very awesome gift if, CC2 and whatnot could make this happen. So hopefully support-only characters are done with, and they can make those playable. But that's it for my 5 wish list. Please, if you enjoyed the video, please comment, like, subscribe, support me as a channel, and support ZangetsuTV. I love all you guys. I'll talk more about Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 soon. Have a great day, guys. Take it easy.